Welcome to this lesson on graphing the cosecant function. In trigonometry, understanding the shapes of graphs is key to mastering the subject. Today, we are going to explore the unique wave pattern of the cosecant function, which is directly related to the sine function you may already know. First, let's define what we are graphing. The cosecant function, written as CSC, is a reciprocal function. This means that cosecant of x is equal to 1 divided by the sine of x. Because of this relationship, the value of sine determines everything about the cosecant graph. To graph cosecant easily, we always start by looking at the sine graph. Here you see the standard sine wave in green. It flows smoothly up to 1, down through 0, to -1, and back to 0. We will use this green line as a guide or a skeleton for our new graph. Now we have to be careful. Since cosecant is 1 divided by sine, we run into a major issue whenever sine is 0. You cannot divide by 0 in mathematics. The result is undefined. On our graph, sine is 0 at 0, pi, 2 pi, and so on. These red points mark where the cosecant graph simply cannot exist. At these undefined points, we draw vertical dashed lines called asymptotes. Think of these as invisible walls. The cosecant graph will get extremely close to these walls, shooting up towards positive infinity or down towards negative infinity, but it will never actually touch or cross them. Next, let's plot some easy points. The reciprocal of 1 is just 1. So, wherever the sine graph hits its peak at 1, the cosecant graph will also be at 1. Similarly, the reciprocal of -1 is -1. But look what happens when sine is a small number like 0.5. 1 divided by 0.5 is 2. As sine gets smaller, cosecant gets bigger. Now we can sketch the curves. Between the asymptotes, the graph forms these U-shapes. When the sine wave is positive, or above the axis, the cosecant curve opens upwards, resting on the peak of the sine wave. When the sine wave is negative, the cosecant curve opens downwards, hanging from the lowest point of the sine wave. Let's talk about the domain and range. The domain is all real numbers except for multiples of pi because of those asymptotes. For the range, notice the large empty space in the middle. The graph never enters the region between -1 and 1. The output is always greater than or equal to 1, or less than or equal to -1. Just like the sine function, the cosecant function is periodic. It repeats the same pattern over and over. One full cycle consists of 1 upward U-shape and 1 downward U-shape. This pattern repeats every 2 pi radians. So, to summarize the process, first, lightly sketch the sine wave. Second, draw vertical asymptotes wherever the sine wave crosses the x-axis. And finally, draw U-shaped curves that touch the peaks and valleys of the sine wave, approaching the asymptotes on either side. With these 3 steps, you can graph any cosecant function.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.